So we will try to answer some of them. We won't be able to answer all of them.
Maybe, Ton,
yes.
There were some earlier questions about is standing up recommended? And yes, our answer is we would recommend it. Someone said it's more, it's nicer if you can sit down. Yes, for you as a speaker, you will feel maybe better if you can sit down, but for the audience, you will give a more professional look if you can stand up. And if you say, yes, but it's 1 hour or 2 hours to stand up, it's a long time. Yes, but if you would give a normal presentation, you would stand up too. So better to stand up.
Yeah. We also receive a lot of questions about tools and how to use tools. Maybe we'll write a blog post about that in the future. There's someone who says the PhD defenses at the KU Leuven has to be pre-recorded, so you don't have that much time to do interaction. That's a good question. I think your structure needs to be very clear if you do a pre-recording. If you can, try to edit it a little bit, maybe put in the slides next to you, do it in front of a white background so you can edit slides in later on. But yeah, you have to test around a little bit, maybe find someone who wants to do editing for you. Yeah.
Maybe something, if you can just switch, yes. If you have to record your video, then of course you cannot use the polls, the chat box. But what is important to do then is to put questions in your presentation. So for instance, if you explain first the problem you're working on, then you can say, but why is this a problem? And then you continue, or suddenly you say, but how could we solve this problem? So just putting those questions in your video, in your presentation, it makes it more interactive, or at least the audience will feel that it's a kind of conversation you have with the audience.
Yeah. Someone asked about, what about slides? Is minimal best, or are slides richer in information? Can they help the participants? We tackled that during the first webinar, and we will put that in the online guide as well, because then we have some examples. But it's best to have a little bit more text than you would do in a normal presentation, but not too much. Just some keywords that help the participants to understand what you're talking about. So that's something to keep in mind. And you can find those things in the online guide we will provide.
Yeah. I see a good advice for students about what kind of clothes to wear. So don't use an ordinary t-shirt, of course, because I would say use the kind of clothes that you would wear if you're standing on a stage presenting your topic. So at least a shirt instead of just an ordinary t-shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe the last question, because some of you are asking about tools to have the opportunity to both show the presenter and the slides. Well, many tools give that possibility. So you can use Zoom, you can use Blue Jeans, almost all the tools you can show both. But in Webinar Geek, for instance, it's easier to decide how big should each screen be. If you want a small screen for the presenter and a bigger screen for the slides, it's possible to change that setting in Webinar Geek. But in other tools, it's not that easy. Often you can see the speaker just small in a little corner and the slides are put big.